What up, guys? It's your girl ManicMeeks, and I am back with more Black Sails. And if you're enjoying this reaction series or anything else I got on my channel, go ahead and subscribe. I'm here, you're here. Let's be here together. So last time on Black Sails, we had the most stressful episode I have ever watched because I don't like the ocean. I don't like being under the water. I don't like ocean. And so Flint and the crew of the Walrus were, I don't want to say forcefully pushed, but they were made, because fuck Hornigold, you know what I'm saying? But they turned to escape Hornigold through a very vicious storm, and they pretty much had to keep the ship afloat during the storm, and it was super stressful for me. It was very, very stressful. One of the original crew members of the Walrus died in the belly of the boat. I don't know what it's called. The bottom of the boat. I don't know what it's called. When they were trying to, him and Silver were trying to plug up the holes, and the boat shifted in the storm. Something heavy pretty much trapped him while the bottom of the boat was filling up with water. And there was nothing that Silver could do because he didn't have the leverage. He only had one leg, and he shouldn't even have been on that leg in the first place, because they were like, listen, the thing that you have that you're using to walk is not made for somebody with a fresh and new wound like yours. It's made for an old, dead, stumpy stump. So, yeah, so that guy died. Silver was trapped in the bottom with him. Flint cut off the top part of the mast because it was stuck and they couldn't get it down, and it was causing the ship to tip into the water. So once he cut that off, it pretty much righted itself back up, and they had to ride out the rest of the storm. And when they woke up, they were stuck in a, I don't want to say, what's the word? It was be something. Where they were just stuck in open ocean with no type of wind, so their sails weren't catching it and they couldn't move. And then you have Eleanor, who is not dead nor dying, but has made a deal with Woods, I can't remember. Every time I think of him, I think about Roger Wood sausages, but I know it. I think his name is backwards. But to make a deal to help him convince the people of Nassau to follow his lead and blah, 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 blah. She's letting him know, like, you think you don't need me, but you do, because you don't know what's going on over there. Like, I know what's going on over there. And yeah, so she's on her way to Nassau. Hornigold knows that he's making a deal with Eleanor because that's who Hornigold was making a deal with. Oh, Roger Wood, Sausage Boy. And what else? Max and Vane and Jack are still in the process of trying to secure the fort. But Max also convinced Jack that they need to start liquidating some of their assets, because they can't. If someone takes the fort, all the gold is gone, and then what future would they have? And they want to make sure that Anne is good. So he agreed to take pieces or sections of the gold and try to figure out how to trade them for pearls, how to trade them for like other stuff that's easier to protect and easier to move, if need be. And then we have Teach showing up and trying to be like, oh, I came back to Nassau because there's no Guthries here, so I'm going to come here. And I don't know what he plans on doing. He didn't explain what he wanted to do when he came back. He just, I guess, came back and expecting to see, I don't know what he expected to see. I honestly don't know what he expected to see, but it's not what he wanted to see. I can tell you that. He's disappointed in the type of people that are there. And he's like, well, I expected to have hard-nosed people, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to wait to hear it from his mouth as what the plan is, but he's not happy with what he's seeing, and he's trying to figure out a way to make it the way it used to be. So that's a lot of talking. On that note, guys, we're going to go ahead and jump into season 3, episode 3 of Black Sails. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, are they jamming?
A world where he's the civilized one and we're the savages. It's a world I'm never gonna fucking understand.
How can you? This is like, everybody is dirty. I'm sorry, but everybody is dirty. Oh.
A literate negress. Is there no end to the surprises this place has to offer?
What the fuck did he just say?
Laisse tomber.
Yep.
I imagine she comes from slave stock. Of some sort, yeah? Seemed like a lovely creature.
Don't do it.
When the governor arrives, if you do indeed flee, there'd be a place for you in my employ.
Governor? What governor?
You don't know, do you?
Well,
Invasion?
A fleet. 8 ships, soldiers, several hundred, all led by a man claiming to have been appointed governor of this place and empowered to take it back by force if necessary.
How could you possibly convince them all to join a fight like this?
Because if they all join, there may be no fight.
A show of force.
A massive show of force. 1,000 men, a dozen ships, plus the man of war. If we all unite, the fight that we will present to our invaders will appear so costly and painful they will choose to walk away from it rather than risk humiliation at our hands, increase their fear of defeat, and we decrease the cost of our victory. I believe it is to be done. Tell me you do too, and we'll make it happen together.
doesn't that mean that they're gonna to have Teach in a boat because not a boat, a ship because you know, saying this is all bad business.
What is this?
The address I intend to make to the inhabitants of Nassau, in which I will invite them all to accept the King's pardon and join my efforts to restore law, order, and commerce to New Providence Island.
Okay.
So you're just going to sail into the harbour, row yourself onto the beach and read this?
An organised offence. Captain Flint was the only true strategist among them. But that doesn't mean that the others won't mount a disorganised one.
I'm not concerned about the odd skirmish.
You have to make it to the beach first. So
You're not saying that you can't win. You're saying it would take too long to win it. With all these resources, you could outlast them. Clearly, you could outlast them. So why are you so concerned about the time?
she's not stupid.
There were a number of parties to whom I had to make promises in exchange for their support of this operation. But there is one particular party whose patience I do not wish to test. A party whose history with the pirates of Nassau suggests an extreme reaction would likely follow.
Spain. What did you have to promise them?
The return of the
That I would
gold.
seize Fort Nassau, secure the remains of the Urca de Lima's gold stored within it, and return it to Havana. Promptly. Failure to do so would confirm for them that I am simply a pirate by another name, not to be trusted, and would result in the launch of a fleet of 10 ships and soldiers numbering 1,500 to raze Nassau to the ground.
How long did they give you?
8 weeks.
Bruh. That's the type of shit you should have mentioned up front.
We'll have to cut the men's rations again. I agree. I would suggest that we draw up 2 lists. One with the names of the men critical to sailing this ship once the wind returns. The second...
Damn.
You think we should feed some of the men more than others? No, I think we should feed some of the men and not others.
Damn.
If you challenge me in any way while we exist in this state, I will be forced to make an issue of how we entered into it in the first place. How your failure to inform them of the danger inherent in investigating Hallandale's ship led us into the trap that began all of this. It's his responsibility to challenge you. Not now. Not in this state.
Bruh, I'm sorry.
I'm asserting that as
Flint is that
captain in a
guy.
life-threatening situation, it is my right to have complete control over ship and men.
I mean, I don't even know what they would like. You can't move. Jeez.
He thinks I have lost my reason. But the events of Charleston and everything since is driving me mad. Is it?
Not mad. Driving him to a point of fuck this shittery, but not mad.
If not, we fight to protect the island.
With who in command of the fleet? No one's seen Flint in weeks.
When he hears news of the invasion, he'll return.
But if he doesn't, no man has his skill
Sir.
in leading a fleet in battle.
Sir,
Not even
that's
you.
true.
I never approved of Eleanor Guthrie's harsh mothering of this place. I believe my record on that issue is in good order. That said, if you're going to behave like children, then I will be your daddy. When this meeting breaks, I will address the street, your crews, and I will persuade them that a defense of this place isn't just desirable,
it's
it
required.
is critical to their ability to call themselves men. That day is today, and you will answer the call.
Flint is dead. Went down in a storm. Pursued by the leading edge of this invasion force. A pirate hunter by the name of Benjamin Hornigold.
But
I may be able to offer an alternative.
me, bitch, me. It's a me.
And you can offer me that something.
Yes, me.
I told you, it's a me.
I am prepared to step into Captain Flint's shoes. Unify those men, prosecute a defense of the harbor.
Or what?
And repel the Navy from here definitively. If.
Why?
Once I've done it, you agree to join me in sailing away from here for good.
Why?
You would enter into a fight to defend something you have so little regard for.
That you would leave it
Just
afterwards.
have my partnership.
Yes.
Why? I mean, he's delicious. Are
I
you
know
gay?
you're incapable of running from this fight. Of going back on your word to your friend downstairs.
I still don't get his whole point. Like, to go off and to sail to what?
You've been gone 8 years, and suddenly my partnership is this valuable to you? Why?
Exactly. Why? Come on.
8 years.
Spit it.
9 wives.
Is you gay?
No sons.
Oh, okay.
There's an instinct to leave behind something made in one's own
Okay.
image. Nature has denied me the ability, it would seem, but not the need. So, there it is.
Okay. All right. Reason.
Yes or no?
We got a reason. All right. Still not paying him. Still not dressing him.
Once this is done, assuming we're still alive, he's leaving with Teach.
Plenty of men in this place have done plenty stupid shit. Just to hear Charles Vane call him a proper pirate. It might be you're the only one who actually made a career of it.
Burn! But bruh.
I won't give him the satisfaction. It doesn't matter. And I don't like how it looks. Me having a full ration while they waste away. Then asking them to trust me. It doesn't.
Can we not? Can we not? Like, can we? I can't. Not with the sounds coming from his hands.
And you don't.
I can't even look at the screen.
It's your job to deny him.
Ah! Dog.
If I challenge him directly, he and I will be at
Ew!
odds in front of the man.
Yeah, I literally can't.
This crew, one way or another. There is no denying a man with that kind of power. What are you talking about? You're
How do you get, like, how?
Conjured us into it. I'm clear-headed, Billy. I see him. You both stand accused of a crime most serious. Theft of food held in reserve at a time such as this is a betrayal of trust of the most profound sort. As your quartermaster, as your friend,
Did they actually?
I'm going to implore you one last time. Whichever of you is the guilty man, to confess. Captain.
Thank you. Oh, dear God,
Both
thank
of
you
you.
for seeing the truth.
Nah. Boop. You see what he's doing, dog?
No, wait.
He probably took the stores himself.
Say something.
Oh! Oh, he needs some more water. Jesus be a fence. How in the fuck are you guys gonna get out of that? I think it was a plan just to kill 2 people.
If you're not strong enough to do what needs to be done, then I'll do it for you.
Jeez. This is a cluster. When he gets out of this, because, I mean, he's got to get out of this. This is season 4. And I just don't believe that they're getting rid of Flint right now because they need all of this Flintness in the show because this come on, it's Flint. However, how are they going to get the fuck out of this? How? I don't know. You can't move it.